Berserk fans, I come bearing what potentially could be fantastic news. We're not sure yet, but essentially a countdown has begun for Berserk. Let's jump into it. Before we get started, if you would hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified. We drop new episodes of FORNEVERNEWS every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST. I'd greatly appreciate you hitting those buttons. Let's jump into the stories. Berserk sparks speculation with mysterious new countdown. Berserk has carved out a place for itself amongst manga's best series, and the franchise is thriving all these years after its debut. Guts has captivated millions with his journey, regardless of its gore and trauma. Of course, anime lovers have embraced Berserk on their own terms, as the series has prompted a number of adaptations, and now the fandom is buzzing following the arrival of a mysterious countdown. The whole thing got started when Berserk's official website for the Golden Age Memorial Edition posted a new page. It was there a mysterious countdown was shared, and the clock is ticking down to December 11th. At this time, there is no word on what the countdown is about, but fans are all too happy to speculate, and the countdown is basically like the Baylet with a countdown again until December 11th. Now, we know that they're doing these, I guess I would call them remasters of the Berserk movies, the Memorial Editions, that they're going to also be available to watch on Crunchyroll and all that good stuff, so it's safe to say that they're not going to be doing anything with those movies in particular. What could come from it is a couple of different things, because at the end of the day, I want to say the people that are even handling the remasters of those movies are the same people that made them. Is it Studio C? I forget what the name of the studio is, but pretty much more than likely they still have the rights to do Berserk anime. So I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and speculate that maybe possibly, unless like the Memorial Edition was their final hoorah before handing over the license to like another studio, maybe they're going to do another adaptation of another arc following the Berserk 2016-2017 anime. And I ain't even gonna lie, if they do that, I feel like that will be a horrible move, because if they do that, more than likely they're going to continue on with the CG blend with 2D, unless they take the Kingdom route and completely abandon for the most part the 3D aspects, because being realistic, it didn't work. It just did not work, and you can't keep on going because it's just going to make things look bad, on top of the fact that Berserk has gone viral a couple different times. Of course, with the untimely passing of the late great Kentaro Miura, the creator of Berserk, like a lot of people have been really digging into Berserk. When I go to my local bookstores, majority of the time Berserk is sold out, and those big beautiful freaking re-editions that they did, it's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in ones or whatever, like those even are sold out. So Berserk right now is popping very heavily. This is the time to, okay, if you're going to start it from the ground up with a beautiful 2D anime, go do that. Like Netflix, whoever the hell got a check, go do that. Like make that, okay? So the fact that there's a possibility that that studio could still be involved and they might be gearing up for another season of that. Don't get me wrong, I'm in the minority that I'm so much of a Berserk fan that I will watch it and get some sort of enjoyment out of it, just keeping it honest. Like, I really love Berserk, but I really hope that that's not the case. I hope this countdown is counting down to maybe another movie. Maybe they're going to do a movie adapting something else, or dare I say it, a re-adaptation. And Studio Ufotable, let's go! A man can dream, okay? A man can freaking dream. I want Studio Ufotable, Studio Mappa, bring back the old Madhouse, like A1 Pictures, I don't care, but please, no more of what they did with the 2016-2017 anime. It just didn't work. On top of that, they skipped a lot of stuff. Like, Berserk deserves nothing less than a really dope 2D anime, and it's so popular now, especially in the West, that Netflix, write a blank check for more Berserk. I hate to go to Netflix, but like, they're the biggest ones out there. Like, I'm not gonna put that task on Crunchyroll's back, please. Like, we're still getting over the god of high school. Like, yeah. But yes, people, big Berserk countdown coming until December 11th. Let me know, speculate, what do you think, what's gonna happen there? I'm hoping again for a new anime, different studio, 2D. I don't care, I'll rewatch the Golden Age arc again. If we want to start from the very beginning, faithful adaptation of Kentaro Miura's masterpiece, do that. Like, even if you gotta do 12 episodes a year, do that. But alas, we gotta wait and see. One Piece fans, quick update for One Piece Film Red. Y'all already know they've been tearing it up over there with that film. New York City has been taken over by One Piece, as we talked about last week, that Times Square was gonna have like every freaking screen there with Film Red One Piece all over it. But yeah, let's take a look at the sales, because it says here One Piece Film Red has exceeded 16,200,000,000 yen in earnings, with over 11,690,000 admissions in a 58-day period in Japanese theaters. Let's do the conversion conversion rate, which if my calculations are correct, it brings us to about like 111 million USD. That is freaking huge. That is freaking enormous for One Piece this late in the game to be doing it. Again, I'm going to continue to credit it to Shanks. Like, Shanks being in the film and being a core central focal point along with his daughter, freaking insane. But also, don't forget, November 4th, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be able to watch it over here in the West, and I'm really looking forward to that. And either way, yeah, one of the biggest. Is this the biggest? I want to say we already reported. It's like, if not the biggest, it's the fastest grossing One Piece film of all time. Like, this is big. Quick update for fans of the Kingdom anime. It's nuts as it is. Kingdom anime season 5 has been announced and broadcast will begin January 2024, and they put out this promo image of, I have no idea what character that is, but his design looks sick. And yeah, Kingdom is such a weird freaking, I guess, string of events regarding the anime that the manga is highly beloved. It sold before an anime, kept selling around the same, if not slightly better with the anime adaptation. Like, I, in my mind, feel like the anime has no bearing on the success of the manga. It's kind of like it probably even has, to a certain degree, either two different audiences or people that just really love the manga and they'll jump into the anime. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the first season and maybe even the second season was heavy with CG, and then season 3 and on, it's been straight traditional to the anime. And it's crazy, we're on season 5 now, which means that it's doing well enough that they're continuing it. And I mean, the manga is a massive hit regardless. Like, if the anime ended tomorrow, it has no bearing on the manga's success because it has been a top 10 seller year after year with no anime, or an anime that people didn't care about until probably more recently. I've heard a lot more good things about Kingdom's anime in the last couple years, opposed to, again, the train wreck of hate that it got with the first couple seasons. But yeah, Kingdom season 5, January 2024, it's a happening. Next up, let's jump into the Weekly Shonen Jump and Weekly Shonen Magazine author comments, courtesy of Jose_Ke. For starters, we got Gege Akutami Jujutsu Kaisen. They're gonna do a sequel to Constantine. Will Tilda Swinton's Gabriel be in it? Yeah, I heard about the Constantine sequel. That was so random, but I'll take it. Then we got My Hero Academia's Kohei Horikoshi. I was grilling some Pacific Sauri and the kettle I had on the burner melted. I'll be more careful next time. We got Black Clover's author Yuki Tabata. You go outside and it's cool. My favorite season, fall, is upon us, and my mom sent us grapes. Shout outs to Mom Dukes. We got Hajime Komodo from Martial Magic and Muscles. Roar! Just keep working hard a little longer. God, I know how that freaking feels to have that mindset. Yeah, work a little bit harder. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got from Jump. Let's jump over to Weekly Shonen Magazine. Ken Wakui from Tokyo Revenger. I bought a lot of winter outfits this year. I want to head out in style. Hey, yo, swagging it up. Let's go. Hey! George Morikawa, author of Hajime no Ippo. I played the Gatephone with Hito and the others. And there's a little note. This seems to be an online drawing game, and the Hito he's talked about is most likely Hiro Mashima, because he'd be on basically streams with him talking. They actually recently had a live stream where Hiro Mashima was on there, George Morikawa was on there, I believe one of the creators of Dr. Stone was on there too. Yo, in my opinion, the dude from Dr. Stone really wants to leave Jump. Like, he always be rubbing elbows with Weekly Shonen Magazine authors, and it's like, just make the jump already. Like, you'll be huge over there in Weekly Shonen Magazine. Just do it! Do it! Hiro Mashima, author of Eden Zero, Fairy Tail, all of that good stuff. I was out of breath after minimal effort after returning to the gym for the first time in 3 years. Oof, I know that one. We got Nakaba Suzuki, author of Four Nights of the Apocalypse. My editors have changed. Yizawa, thanks for all of your hard work. Let's go out to drink again sometime, okay? Talking about drinking. Been saying this for like a couple of years, yo. Nagaba Suzuki, you like the alky a little bit too much, oh mate. We got Kei Urana, author of Gachi Akuta. There are so many video games. Yes, there are. And we'll close this off with To Your Eternities, Yoshitoki Oima. I want to get my TV repaired before the anime starts airing. Yeah, TV repaired. Wow, I haven't heard somebody say that in a good minute since like the days of the box TVs. But yeah, people, those were the Weekly Shonen Jump and Weekly Shonen Magazine author comments. Always a treat.